The following is an excerpt from The History of the Rangers, The Early Years, by Carl Allard, 2087, Allard Press, Ranger Center, hardbound page 293, $20 gold. Tensions grew with the coming of 1998. The United States Citadel Star Station was slated to be fully operational by March. Soviet charges that the space station was merely a military launching platform alarmed a number of non-aligned nations. 2 weeks before Citadel was due for full operation, the station transmitted a distress signal. Immediately after the message was sent, most of the satellites orbiting the planet were swept clean from the sky, leaving the great powers blind. In military panic, each sent their nuclear arsenals skyward. On that day, a company of U.S. Army engineers were in the southwestern deserts, building transportation bridges over dry riverbeds near a newly constructed federal prison for criminals condemned to death. The engineers took over the prison and expelled the inmates into the desolate desert to complete their sentences. The company soon realized that communities beyond the desert's grip had also survived and felt compelled to help these other survivors rebuild and live in peace. Toward this end, the Desert Rangers, in the great tradition of the Texas and Arizona Rangers a century before, were born. The prison, which came to be known as Ranger Center, grew to be one of the strongest outposts in the Wasteland. The Desert Ranger badge of authority, the Ranger Star, is one you wear. New orders await, and with them, your adventure in the Wasteland begins. After several strategy meetings with the leader of the Desert Rangers, General Sergro, you've been assigned to investigate a series of disturbances in the desert. You've been ordered to search for clues in High Pool, the Agricultural Center, and the Rail Nomads Camp, all of which are located to the west of Ranger Center.
In the shadow of an enormous satellite tracking dish stands the old man. Over 100 years old, he is still vigorous and bright of eye, although he rambles incoherently at times. The farmers remove their hats as they approach and wait for him to speak. Frowning, deep in thought, he stares at what appear to be the remains of a 15-foot-tall carrot. He holds a long shaft of broken metal in one hand and mumbles something about wascally wabbits that he had to beat away with his best rake. Miguel explains that you have come to help. The old man studies your weapons and tells you that he doesn't think your pea shooters will do any good against the armored varmints, but that you're welcome to try. If you succeed, he wants you to come back and see him. There's something he'd like to show you. Free to roam the veggie field, you head towards the carrot patch. From a distance, you hear the old man warn you, "Watch out for Harry, the bunny master."